40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Jackson looking to throw right away. He finds his man. It's Charlie Kolar. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
They go play action with Hurts. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Odafe Oweh able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's getting them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
One more time with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Niners at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Touchdown, 49ers! They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. You can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Flowers. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Pineda. And they will have a 1st down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again is Jackson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
throw left side complete. That's Pineda. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Jackson now. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Runs over him. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that the defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more?
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing is Hurts.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. They find some open field here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
They're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab them. That would be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on it, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
Jackson on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. He'll get this to about the 38.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Niners, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for